Estimate population size using proportions. Tyler is starting his own beehive so that he can have fresh honey straight from the hive. Tyler decides to check the current population of bees in the hive by marking 48 bees with special bee marking paint. Later, Tyler collects 240 bees and observes that 12 of them are marked. To the nearest whole number, what is the best estimate for the bee population? All right, so the way you got to solve this is by using a proportion. So it looks like we're using marked bees and bees collected. So we got marked bees and bees collected. All right, so in this sentence here, it tells us he had 240 bees collected and 12 of them were marked. So those two go together. So 12 goes on top because marked bees on top, and 240 were collected. So 240 goes on the bottom. Then in our next fraction, we have this number 48. So we got to determine, is that 48 the marked bees or is that 48 the bees collected? So let's see. Decide to check the current population of bees in the hive by marking 48 bees. So that means that this 48 is the ones that are marked. So since marked bee goes on top, we put 48 on top, and we're trying to solve for this down here. So you can scale up. So you can be like, oh, 12 times 4 is 48. So I got to do 240 times 4 to get this. But sometimes you can't just scale up or scale down easily. So the way that's always going to work with proportions is you're going to cross multiply. So you multiply the two numbers that are directly across from each other. So you do 240 times 48. And then you're going to divide by the leftover number. So the number that we did not multiply is 12. So we're going to divide by 12. And that gets you the answer. So let's go over to our handy dandy calculator. So we got 240 times 48 divided by 12. And that is 960. So our answer is going to be 960. And it says to the nearest whole number. So this is already a number, so we don't need a round. So our answer is 960. A hint on all these problems is you can take the two bigger numbers and multiply them together, then divide by the smaller number. Because look, out of these three numbers, the two big ones were 240 and 48. So as you can see, you're multiplying the two bigger ones together, and the small one was 12. Then you divide by the small one. So that's a hint. But the real way to do it is by doing a proportion.